Hi, my name is Bradley Olsen, and this is my video biography for William Carey. William Carey lived from the 17th of August, 1761 to the 9th of June, 1834. He died at the age of 73. He was born in Poulsbury, England, and he died in Serampore, India. He was a British Baptist missionary and a particular Baptist minister. His parents were Edmund and Elizabeth Carey. He was raised in the Church of England. He eventually left the Church of England and became a part of a small congregational church. He was a man of many languages. He taught himself Greek, Hebrew, Italian, Dutch, French, and then later on in India, some languages and dialects of the country of India. He was a shoemaker and cobbler by trade, and he definitely recognized his humble origins. He married Dorothy Plackett in 1781, and at the time Dorothy was illiterate, and when they got married she signed their marriage certificate with an X. He eventually founded the Baptist Missionary Society with some friends. It all started when he became involved with the particular Baptists, and then he became friends with John Ryland, John Sutcliffe, Andrew Fuller, and on the 5th of October 1783 he was baptized by Ryland, and he committed himself to the Baptist faith. In 1785 he became a schoolmaster and a pastor in Moulton. In 1789 he became the pastor of Harvey Lane Baptist Church in Leicester. In 1792 he published his famous An Inquiry into the Obligations of Christians to Use Means for the Conversion of the Heathens. In October 1792, Carey, Fuller, Ryland, and Sutcliffe founded the Baptist Missionary Society. William Carey was extremely interested in what was going on around the world, especially with missions, and he collected bits of data from many sources, learning about what was going on around the world. So he was planning on going to India to be a missionary to the heathens, and he planned to go to India with Dr. John Thomas, who is previously, before Carey went to India, has already been there, and he came back to London asking for funds. In April 1793, Carey Felix, Carey's eldest son, Thomas and Thomas's family, his wife and daughter, they sailed from London on an English ship. Dorothy and the rest of their children didn't want to leave, and they didn't. Dorothy didn't want to leave, and she was pregnant at the time. But his family eventually came to India. They landed in Calcutta in November, and their visitation was forbidden by the British East India Company. He learned the Bengali language and wrote his Bengali New Testament. Once settled in Serampore, Carey bought a big home, big enough for their families, and he started a school, which was their main means of income. It was a great struggle for them for the conversion of the Hindus to Christianity. And on the 8th of December, 1807, Dorothy died, probably because of depression from the death caused by the death of their son. And in 1808, very shortly after, Carey married Charlotte Rumor, who he was really in love with. Bibles were printed in Bengali, Sanskrit, and other major languages and dialects, and he founded Serampore College. In 1821, the college was opened, and his second wife, Charlotte, died. And in 1823, he married Grace Hughes. Carey was a Calvinist and a post-millennialist. He is referred to as the father of modern missions. He spent 41 years in India. His mission saw about 700 converts in a nation of millions. But his Bible translations left a great impression and great legacy in the land that is now Bangladesh. On the 9th of June, 1834, Carey died in Serampore. His third wife, Grace, died in 1835. William Carey had great optimism for world evangelization, and I'm going to read a quote from The Faithful Witness, The Life and Mission of William Carey, page 163. It says, in 1806, Carey surveyed the growing missionary efforts of the various denominational societies which had sprung up since the founding of the Baptist Missionary Society 14 years earlier. Considering the need for a coordinated strategy for world evangelization, he set forth what has been called the most startling missionary proposal of all time. In a letter to Fuller, he asked, would it not be possible to have a general association of all denominations of Christians from the 4 quarters of the world held there once in about 10 years? I earnestly recommend this plan, let the first meeting be in the year 1810 or 1812 at furthest. I have no doubt, but it would be attended with many important effects. We could understand one another better and more entirely enter into one another's views by 2 hours' conversation than by 2 or 3 years' epistolary correspondence. I'm going to close with his famous motto, famous quote, expect great things from God, attempt great things for God. Thank you.